My first dribbling practice game is Go Score. Make sure every child has a ball, place a portable goal someplace else, and tell them all to go score. They do it all at the same time. Once they get all the balls in the net, pick up the goal and move it someplace else, and have them do it again. Follow the leader. Call out a player's name, that player becomes the leader, they can dribble their ball anywhere they want, and everyone else has to follow them with their ball. After a while, I blow my whistle and I call out freeze. When I say freeze, all the players have to stop with their ball by placing their foot on top of it, just like they learned in Hickory Dickory Dock. Watch carefully, and when you see a player do a big kick and chase, instead of keeping the ball close under control, that's the best moment to call freeze.
Follow Cooper, freeze!
Because all the other players will stop, and the kid that was doing the big kick and chase will immediately notice that he is the last one to stop. Point out that if he keeps the ball close,
Freeze!
like a puppy on a leash, he'll be able to stop faster next time. This is an excellent way to teach kids to keep their ball close, under control, all the time. This next game is the best way to practice big, long, powerful kicks, and it's called the monster kick. Set up a row of cones as a shooting line. When you blow your whistle, they each try to kick their ball as far as they can. Tell them not to chase it until you blow your whistle again. The object of the practice game is to see who can kick the ball the farthest distance. It's helpful if you have different colored balls so they can see which ball is theirs. Blow your whistle a second time, they run out and get the ball, they dribble it back to the shooting line, and they stop. As a variation of pure distance, you can place a target out in front of the shooting line. I like to use a parent because if the kids hit the parent, you can have the parent do a funny animal noise. If you don't have a parent, you can use a cone, you can use another soccer ball, anything you want. You can also do monster kicks into a goal. This next group of games is designed to get them turned around and going to score in the correct direction. This is another case where I demonstrate a very specific soccer skill. It's called the inside of the foot turn. I have them watch me dribble a ball, I go past the ball, I block the ball with the inside of my foot, I push it and dribble away in the other direction. You only have to show them this once or twice. After I've shown the kids how to turn the ball, we play the turnaround game. I use a second coach or a parent positioned on the other end of the field from myself. I tell the kids to dribble towards the other coach. When they approach him, he does a big circular arm movement, calls them by name, and tells them to turn around. They turn the ball and they come back towards me. When they get to me, I do the same thing. Of course, every player has their own ball, and every player only turns around when called by their name, so we get players going back and forth, which creates traffic, obstacles for the kids to dribble around. But more important than the actual physical skill of turning the ball, it teaches them to listen to the command to turn around in a match. Another good dribbling game is treasure hunt. I took an old sheet and cut it up into a bunch of cloth pieces. These are the treasures. I take cones and I put them in a square, and that becomes the treasure chest. This game takes a few seconds to set up, so I always set up during a water break. Every player has a ball and starts near the treasure chest, and I tell them they have to dribble their ball out and find a treasure, pick it up, and bring it back and put it in the chest. Only one treasure at a time, then they go back out and get another and continue. After they figured out the basic treasure hunt game, I tell them to watch out for pirates. My assistant coach and I, or you can use a parent, become pirates, and we try to stop them from getting their treasure back to the chest. This is an introduction to the concept of defense. Now keep in mind these are 3-year-old kids. Of course, I adjust to their level of skill. Another variation of this game is called Treasure Island, which is played with extra soccer balls, and you don't need the pieces of cloth. Set up a circle of cones and tell them that's Treasure Island. Take all the soccer balls and kick them away from the island. When you say go, they go out and get a ball, they dribble it back, and they stop it and leave it inside Treasure Island. They go back out, get another ball, bring it back, and you continue doing that until they've collected and brought all the balls back to Treasure Island. Now once they get pretty good at doing that, again, add pirates. This next game is called Monster Invasion. Tell the kids to dribble around your soccer field and to protect their soccer ball. Recruit all your parents to be the monsters. Be fun monsters, don't be scary monsters. And when you blow the whistle, the parents enter the field and try to chase and steal the ball from the kids. This game is a great way to teach players to shield and protect the ball from another attacking player. Another good turning game I use is called Ring Around the Parent. You can set up a shooting line similar to monster kicks, place every kid with a ball, put a parent out in front or a cone if you don't have a parent. When you blow the whistle, all the players dribble out around the parent, they come back to where they started, and they stop. You can combine this with animal soccer, it works great. You can see that the kids have a lot of free dribbling space going to and from the parent, but it gets very congested while they're actually going around the parent. They learn to control the ball in a very tight space this way, and that's just like a real match. You can use one parent or more than one parent. You can use cones. It doesn't really matter. Just be sure to have all the players do the activity simultaneously. Another great ball control game I teach is Hickory, Dickory, Dock. In addition to the great soccer skill it teaches, it's also a good way to calm a practice that's gotten a little bit too rowdy. I demonstrate how to do Hickory, Dickory, Dock by telling the players that I'm just going to lightly touch the ball with the bottom of my foot. Make sure you tell them to not stand on the ball. All their weight stays on the foot on the ground. While eventually they will learn to hop, at first they just need to step, alternating feet without hopping. Sometimes I have to physically support a child from falling over in the beginning and actually lift his foot to show them how to do it. Then they can usually do it slowly by themselves. This game only takes a few seconds to do, but if you do it at every practice, you will be amazed at how good they get at this. I have kids now that can do Hickory, Dickory, Dock, hopping, full speed, at age 3 and 4, if you practice this every practice. The last thing I do at practice is a game called Balls in the Bag. To set it up, you just call out, balls in the bag. No other instruction required. The simplicity of this game is the beauty of it. At the end of practice, I have the players help me put away the balls into the bags by kicking them in with their feet and not their hands. They love it. At first, they use inset drives to shoot the ball into the bag, and later they learn how to flip the ball up. Abolishing the use of hands from your practice is incredibly effective. You will see improvement almost immediately. Do it on your very first practice and stick with it. Soccer is played with the feet.